When you look at this image, what message is it trying to deliver? Here, Banksy is advocating for peace by placing a bouquet of flowers into his hands instead of weapons. This image is a great representation of how Banksy uses his work to relay social and political messages. Hi, my name is Larimar Juan, and today I will be discussing graffiti artist Banksy. To better understand the graffiti artist Banksy, I will first discuss his early career and second, his late career. Let us begin by discussing his early career. Little information is known about the beginning of Banksy's art career due to his desire to remain a mystery. It is believed that his full name is Robin Banks and that he was born in Bristol, England in 1974 or 1975. He desired to remain anonymous because he believed that people were more curious about his work and that it would create its own buzz. Banksy admitted to having difficulties in school. He was expelled at a young age, and according to newsmakers, he was headed on a path of life leading to crime. His first attempt at street art was in the early 1990s. He began by tagging his work, Robin Banks, but eventually shortened it to Banksy. He also decided to shorten his work time in order to avoid getting in trouble with the police. According to Wills Elsword, he came up with the idea of using stencils after a close encounter with the police. He believed that the stencil not only shortened his work time, but that the stencils had an extra history, and it would add more to his work. Within a short period of time, people were on the lookout for Banksy's newest pieces. His first mural was The Wild West. It was in 1997, and it was a picture of a teddy bear throwing a Molotov cocktail at 3 riot policemen. Many artists like to use recurring motifs to mark their stamp on their artwork, such as apes, policemen, or rats. Banksy occasionally liked to use the rat. He compared them to street artists. He stated that they were like street artists because they would do their work at night and live in constant danger of men, such as artists do with authorities. Now that we discussed his early career, let us turn our attention to his late career. In the early 2000s, he went from stenciled art to organizing exhibitions, making prankster art, and traveling to different parts of the world. His first exhibition took place in 2001 in a London warehouse in Rivington Street. It was organized by him and a few other artists. According to author Laura Boone, the exhibition was set up in 25 minutes, and later that week they had organized an after party where 500 people attended too. According to Rickard Anderson, Turf War exhibition was Banksy's breakthrough. It was in a warehouse in Hackney in 2003. The exhibition lasted 3 days. Turf War piece was a very popular piece in the exhibition. It was a piece of Winston Churchill. Now, this piece was not a piece of admiration or respect. According to My Art Broker, Banksy appeared to be criticizing constant battle for border and territory that have come to define the 20th and 21st century politics at great cost of civilian lives. Banksy also decided to turn away from exhibitions and start doing prankster art at major institutions. He went to Louvre, a museum in Paris, where he put up a smiley face on a picture of the Mona Lisa. He also traveled to New York City, where he put a portrait of a small lady with a gas mask in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. By 2005, Banksy had become an international star. In May 21, 2007, he was awarded the Greatest Living Briton. Banksy even participated in events such as the 2009 Climate Change Conference, leaving a message on a mural saying, "I don't believe in climate change." Although not much is known about Banksy's personal life, his work alone left an impact on his audience and graffiti artists. His heart and style evolved throughout his career and displayed thought-provoking, meaningful, and controversial messages. Tonight, I discussed graffiti artist Banksy. We looked at his early career and his late career. Banksy once said, "It doesn't take much to be a successful artist at all. All you need to do is dedicate your entire life to it." The same thing can be said about anything you do in life. You just have to be willing to work hard for it. That drive and passion that Banksy had is what got him to be one of the world's most famous graffiti artists. Thank you.